I have a follow-up question, which is that obviously you're doing this research because it is profoundly meaningful and interesting to you, and you were changed by it.
Yes.
So, you know, just in terms of how would you answer that question personally, in terms of how your experience of these states have changed? Or your understanding of them has changed, or some, you know, yeah, what's the impact on you?
I think it's connected to something that was not so much in my vocabulary 2-3 years ago, and now is very much in terms of my internal vocabulary, which is the experience of love. And it's not very, I mean, I don't have, I'm not very articulate around this topic, but that's all the more the reason why I want to keep exploring it. And maybe what I mean by that is an experience that connects everything, all levels of oneself, and all levels of oneself with the world and with others. So maybe that's more specifically what I mean by love. And I think that that's what I felt from quite a few of the exemplars. I think that's what enabled, and because it resonated also in me, that's what enabled that experience of intersubjective space to form. And so I think there is something, maybe it is answering the initial question, which is that you could say that some of the exemplars discovered or landed or fell into something which connects and unites all levels of experience, embodied, emotional, relational, cognitive, cosmic, and are giving themselves or trusting that or surrendering to that. And that's kind of the answer to the phenomenon of peak experiences, where one still distinguishes between the sacred and the mundane, or the ups, the peak of the mountain and the valleys. So there is something that connects all that together into one thing, which has a much deeper intelligence, emotional, you could say also emotional and relational intelligence. Love is a good keyword for that. I think maybe because it's so difficult, because I don't really have the language for it, that's why I'm like, I don't know that I can write a paper about this. I'm hoping that in the follow-up research, I will have a cinematographer with me, because I think it can be conveyed to an extent through film, but I don't know that it can be conveyed through text.